All right, friends, excited about this video. Here with my friend Charlie at the Miami Boat Show, and he is from Seagate Marine Sales in Stuart, Florida.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
right?
Yes,
and
sir.
Also representing Caymas Boats today, because we're going to look at a brand new model from Caymas. It's the Caymas 34CT. It's a cat style hull, which is new for Caymas. Pretty exciting, big splash here at the show. How's the vibe so far, Charlie? How are you feeling about it so far?
It's been fantastic so far. We've had a lot of good feedback from a lot of customers here at the show. A lot of folks coming down specifically to see this boat at the Miami Boat Show. So it's been very well received so far.
You came out swinging, right?
Yeah,
you came out swinging. One thing I like that you all are doing here is you've actually got fishing rods on the boat, which I think everybody should do that because it makes it feel real. I mean, we've got the dredge up there and everything. So if you had to describe, speaking of fishing, right, like who this boat is for, like the perfect buyer for this Caymas 34CT, who would you say?
In my opinion, it's the sophisticated tournament angler. You know, it's basically...
I like that phrase. Wait. Sophisticated tournament angler. I'm feeling that. Keep going, man.
So, you know, in my opinion, it's the guy who really wants a tournament-style fishing boat.
Yes.
But it's still a boat that is going to please the wife and kids. You know, no doubt about it. At the sandbar, inshore stuff, you know, or just doing Bahamas trips, you know, all that kind of stuff nowadays. You know, we see the entire family participating in these kind of trips. You know, not just the boys' trip nowadays.
Yeah,
but still, it's a boat that, you know, absolutely a lot of charter guides are going to get into.
Yeah.
And guys that are going to be fishing a lot of tournaments, or you're going to see this boat out there.
Love that. Sophisticated tournament fisherman. So let's talk about that, this cat style hull, right? It's got a different look to it than some other cat hulls. And, you know, I know you're not an engineer, you're not going to give us the technical breakdowns or anything like that, but like, who would you say that somebody is looking for, like, what makes someone say, I love a cat style offshore fishing boat?
It's primarily someone who's looking for the ride quality of a cat boat. You know, someone who really is kind of sick and tired of getting beaten up. You know, it's a super plush running boat. And also, you know, the boat doesn't rock too much in the sea, you know, so it's primarily a ride quality thing, you know, I would say so.
Yeah, about that ride quality. All right, so let's start off as we look at this with the power itself. Looks like we've got two 400s in the back. Is that what we could expect for this?
Correct.
Is there any other options? Or is that generally what you're going to get?
Generally, you'll probably see most of these boats equipped with, you know, the new twin Mercury 400 V10s. The boat could be equipped up to twin 450s. So you'll probably see a boat, you know, somewhere down the road possibly have twin 450 Yamahas, or you'll see twin 450R Mercs.
So with the 400 Mercs here, we're looking at a top end roughly, I know that like there's a variable here, but roughly
about 60 miles an hour.
60 miles an hour, and cruise probably around that 40 range, I'm guessing.
Fast cruise, mid 40s or so is what you would expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. And I like how, just looking at this stern area, there's that bump out between the engines, which gives you like a really nice platform.
Right.
If you wanted to hypothetically fish off that, or if you needed just to use that area, you could totally use that area.
Correct. It's a nice area, you know, for diving. You know, divers can come up.
That's
you
a
know.
good point, yeah.
Yeah, free divers can come up. If you're snorkeling or something like that, it's a nice area to come up. You know, throw your fins and snorkel gear and stuff like that up there. That way you can get up safely and everything. Also a nice place, you know, for when the boat's on the lift, rinsing down the motors, flushing the motors, stuff like that. And that's something you don't see on a lot of boats. You know, you'll see a lot of cat boats, they just stop right there at the transom, and you really have very limited space back there. So it's a nice way.
That's smart.
Nice way for them to kind of take advantage of some lost space on some other boats.
Very smart, smart move here. So when we look at the cockpit area, break down just some of the elements that might set this cockpit area apart. Certainly wide boat here, right?
Sure.
And we got plenty of space, but anything that you really like about the design of the cockpit area?
It's a very versatile cockpit area. You know, we offer it in some different ways, or at least there are options here that you can, you know, select to kind of make the boat slightly unique to yourself. You know, we have a rear bench seat here that is an option. It basically folds up out of the way. You'll see this probably on a lot of boats.
Which is nice, right? Because therefore it doesn't take any room from that cockpit area, and though it is nice to be able to sit there when you want to, especially in the center console, like in the back area, so that's nice. All right,
correct. Cool. Then you have another cooler right here that's on an actuator actually, so that slides out and creates an aft-facing mezzanine seat. You know, so you can use this area for entertaining at the end of the day, but it is a nice place. you know, for guys to sit when you're running offshore, you're trolling and stuff like that. You have a aft-facing mezzanine while also having a cooler and a little tackle center here. The other things you can do to make the boat, you know, kind of unique to an angler is, you know, we do have a standard 70-gallon live well here, and then you can plumb 2 additional 25-gallon wells on the outside of the transom. And then the hatch that I'm standing on here, these mirror each other on both sides. You can do 2 60-gallon insulated fish boxes, or you can do 2 60-gallon in-deck live wells. So you can kind of manipulate the boat and do whatever and customize it to your specifications.
If you wanted like a gyro stabilizer, could you put one in here?
At the moment, we do not offer one.
Okay, cool. Now, when we look at the Helm area, what are some elements about the Helm area, in your opinion, that set the boat apart?
So we do have a nice step up here. You know, it is a step up that's clearly visible. You know, we do a C-deck pad here. You know, you're not going to trip on it at all because it is a spot that you easily can see that distinct step there. It makes it stand out, and that gives you really nice visibility, you know, over the console there. We do offer, you know, these are dual release marine ladder back helm chairs right here with the Fotique paint on it.
I love the Fotique. It's so sweet.
It's sweet, and these are probably the most comfortable chairs you'll ever ride in.
And with having the, you know, the 2 steps essentially there, just like you said, locking your feet in, got the big screens.
Yeah, put the autopilot on, let the boat do the work.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So what's the standard equipment that you use in your Helm area?
So technically an electronics package is not necessarily standard. We do offer 2, you know, big Garmin electronics packages. The largest screens you'll see here are 2 86-17s.
Yep.
And then of course, along with that, you know, you'll have, you know, autopilot, open array radar, VHF, you know, joystick, those kind of
all
things.
the bells and whistles we're talking about here. It's
really, you're gonna see all these boats loaded up. At the end of the day.
Yeah, that's right. To your point, the sophisticated tournament angler. Indeed. All right, so let's go to the, let's check out what's in the center console.
Yeah, so on the port side of the boat here, you know, you have a nice fiberglass door that's cut out. You'll see a lot of other boats, they basically have a plastic or acrylic style door that opens up. Basically, this is a nice, you know, fiberglass door here, a really heavy duty door. And then we do have a head in here. You know, a lot of storage drawers on the forward side of the console. You know, you have 5 storage drawers there and then some access to electronics. But a really nice storage space, you know, for foul weather gear, you know, bags, that kind of stuff. And you have the room for an actual marine head.
Yeah. Lots of storage there. I like that. Good utilization of space. And so once again, as we move up to the bow area, my gracious, I mean, you want to talk about like
real estate.
Yeah, that's the word. Like real estate, like maneuverability up here. Just a ton of space that we have up here to be able to fish around. Of course, we got the you know, the classic dual lounger that we, you know, traditionally see, but just seems so dang open.
Yeah.
It's the immediate thought that you have.
A lot of space.
Yeah, a lot of space. Anything else catch your eye about the design of what they did up here? Seems like also pretty high. It's up there, and like I imagine the big waves, it's pretty stable.
You feel safe up here. You know, it's a very stable boat. It floats really well in the water, so you're going to feel like there is a lot of boat holding you in. You know, you're not going to feel uncomfortable when you're out there. I would say the most unique part of the area up here compared to other boats in its class is the bow seating arrangement that we have. You know, so we have a nice lounger here that basically it has a coffin box that can be, you know, macerated as a fish box there. You know, so that'll run on a macerator pump. But the unique part about it is being able to have all of this space up here to fish, but then you have some fold out seats here in the gunnel.
Yeah, so do that for us. Let's see that. That's really interesting.
You know, so you basically on the same seat on both sides. You know, both seats fold out nicely. That way, you know, you don't lose any fishability on the boat. And
no,
those
I mean,
are just
you
nicely
have
recessed there.
so much fishability, but yet you still have, to your point, on both sides, you've got the dual bow seating to be able to sit there if you wanted to. But I just love how it just perfectly recesses, right into it. And now it's like it's not even there.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Goes back to you really like it's hard, leans hard. From what I'm picking up here is that, to your point about tournament fishing.
Yep.
And I'm glad you said that early on, because there's clearly an emphasis on that. Love the vibe, love the feel. A couple final questions for you here. And obviously you don't you're not at the factory. If you had to guess, is Caymas going to do more cat style hauls in the future? If you had to guess,
I would expect it.
You would expect it. Okay, we'll see. All right, we'll see if it happens. Another one in the cat market, which is pretty interesting. And finally, MSRP general price range that you could expect for the 34CT from Caymas is what?
A very well-equipped boat, I would expect it to be between $550 and $600.
$550 and $600,000. This is a bad machine. And Charlie, you're a bad dude because you helped us out today, and we really, really appreciate it. Put this man on the spot, and he just jumped right in.
Thank you for having me.
So we appreciate you doing that. We appreciate you, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. You know all the good things, the YouTube things. Make sure you do that. But now, hopefully, you have a great sense for the new Caymas 34CT.